A really warm welcome. I'm Michael Beale, NLP trainer, NLP coach trainer, stakeholder centered coach. In this video, we're going to be considering a self-compassion technique. It's an NLP technique, and the purpose of it is to help with us or other people if they have a certain amount of anxiety, a certain amount of worry, or they're stressed in some way. It can be a very, very powerful approach. There is a very small downside, which I want to make you aware of, and that's it. Any technique or approach where we get people to imagine themselves, even for a very small time, at some time when they've got an anxiety or such like, we may get an abreaction from them. An abreaction is when they sort of give themselves permission to let out some very strong emotional reactions. And my only very small caution is only use this technique with people if you're comfortable that you can handle people letting out strong emotions. It's most likely not going to happen, but just have that little caution. It might do, and be comfortable that you're able to handle it. However, in a way you can decide, because if you want to, I'm going to take you through the technique, the approach. To start with, I'd like you to remember 5 characters to which you have an absolutely unconditional regard for. And people choose all sorts of interesting characters. I do it with my kids because I do have an unconditional regard for them. But you can choose living people. Curiously enough, some people choose people that have passed away that they have a very, very strong and useful memory of. Some people choose pets, some people choose imaginary pets. Some people even choose childhood toys. What's important is you choose a character that you have unconditional regard for. The next step is to call up something that's stressing you, concerning you, is an anxiety, is a worry. Now, for a very short space of time, I want you almost to step into that worry, to totally accept it, to see what you see, to hear what you hear, to feel what you feel. And I'd like you to describe what you're feeling at the moment honestly, and let some words, describe it with some words. For example, I'm really feeling stressed and it's really hard. So the idea is to come up with a phrase that is totally honest and sort of names how you feel and gives us description about it. Now, what I'd like you to do for a moment as you hopefully relax in your chair is consider that there are tens, hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of people in the world who have anxieties and concerns that may not be that different to what you are. They may be less important, they may be more important, they may be feeling less or worse, but there are a lot of people like that. So I'd like you to spend some time just imagining all those people throughout the world that are in this sort of situation, and I'd like you to simply wish them well. And after you've wished them well, I'd like you to just imagine that some of them are wishing you well back. Now, for this exercise, don't consider anything else, but those that are wishing you well back, just imagine that you have that feeling of being wished well. Now, what I'd like you to do is consider those 5 characters, surround yourself with them, and I'm going to say some words, and I'd like you to imagine that the words are coming from me, they're coming from those 5 characters, and actually you're also saying it yourself. So imagine you can see those 5 characters around them, or you've got an idea of where they are, and just listen. Be kind to yourself. Care for yourself. Nurture yourself. Be kind to yourself. Nurture yourself. Care for yourself. And just accept those nurturing, compassionate thoughts. Now, what I'd like you to do is, again, be totally honest and check in with yourself and confirm exactly where you are. Absolutely honestly. And if anything's changed, however small, just notice what it is. And I just want you to be calm and still and accepting of wherever you are until in some way you're prepared to learn something, however small, from this exercise and come back to full consciousness in the room when you have at least a very small idea of something that you're going to do to help yourself in the future. Now come back. Thank you for listening. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thank you.